Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about an overlooked Instagram growth tip that not many people ever talk about. So guys, the overlooked Instagram growth tip. So it's very easy when I get on these videos, guys, to fall into the trap of producing content, producing thumbnails, producing video titles that will likely go viral on YouTube and Instagram. And it's the same old shit when you talk about, when anyone creates a video on Instagram growth, it's either, right, there's this hidden software that you can do, there's this hidden tip, hidden hashtag strategy, hidden bollocks that everyone wants to talk about to say they've got the hidden trick to grow on Instagram. And actually the tip to grow on Instagram, and I can say this wholeheartedly because I grew my Instagram to well over 10,000 followers in less than a year in 2021. I took my foot off the gas because I stopped because I didn't care about growing my Instagram any further once I got to 10k. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Instagram growth, and the one and only way you're going to grow your Instagram account to 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers, whatever it is firstly by posting every single day. If you're not posting every single day, you're not going to grow. You're simply just not. You need to post every single day, but more importantly, you need to post content that's never been seen before. If you've got a client that wants to grow, if you want to grow your own Instagram account, you can't just go on Canva and create shitty Canva posts, Canva templates, repurpose content, go on ChatGPT and automate your whole Instagram feed. You just can't do that. You can't produce the same content that's been seen thousands of times. It's the same reason why when people start an agency and they post why you need to run lookalike audiences with a shitty Canva post and don't understand why it only gets 3 likes and 0 comments. It's because everyone's seen that style of post 10,000 times. Every piece of content you post every single day on your feed has to be original, it has to be something no one's ever seen, it has to hit one of the 3 categories: entertaining, inspiring, or educational. If you're not ticking one of those things, if you're not educating them on your product or service or your client's product or service, you're not entertaining them with a personality or an attractive character within your business or inspiring them, then that content's just not going to go viral, especially if it's something that's been seen loads of times, which is why my content in 2021 period, when my Instagram took off and I was gaining like 350 followers every single day, and there's screenshots of that on my Instagram feed in my highlights reel, was because every single day I was posting such unique content in a way that had never been seen before. And it was impossible to replicate because I was doing handwritten posts and taking a photograph of them. So, and you can do that in many different ways. You don't need to you don't have to do anything like what I've done, but even if it's down to your reel and getting your face on camera, if it's producing reels and TikToks of your client, getting them on camera, that's going to make them stand out way more than if you just go onto Canva and create a really generic post that you're just going to upload. And finally, you need to make sure that you're treating your Instagram profile as a social platform. It's not all automated. You put your personality on there and you use all of the features. Growing on Instagram, guys, is very, very simple. It's not as complex, and it's not as, you've got to pull this hidden lever there, you've got to use this secret AI software there to go viral. It's very simple. Treat it as a social platform, produce content every single day, produce content that no one's seen before so they have a reason to follow you. If you're producing content that everyone else is producing, then there's going to be no real reason for them to follow you over the 10,000 other people that are producing the same content. But also treat it like an actual social media platform. That's what social media platforms want you to do. They want you to build relationships. They want you to build a network. They want you to build a community. Because when you do build a community, that keeps everyone on the platform for way longer. So if you can be active on your stories, if you can do polls on your stories, if you can do Q&As on your stories, if you reply to every comment, if you reply to every DM, that's going to tell the social media platforms that you're a valued person in the community, and they're going to reward you with reach. So as long as you tick off all of these things when you're growing your social media platforms, you're going to be putting yourself in the best position possible. And it's not going to be instant. You're not going to be able to post 10 times. You're not going to be able to post 30 times to grow on Instagram. And that's a shock for a lot of people because that's the opposite of what it is for TikTok. You can create a TikTok account, post 3 reels, one of them get 250,000 views or 2 million views, and you gain 2,000 followers on TikTok. That doesn't happen on Instagram. To grow on Instagram, you have to be so consistent, and you really have to put the time in to grow the community community. It's a lot harder to grow on Instagram now. 3 or 4 years ago, it was a lot easier, but it's a lot harder to do now, which is why you have to put that extra time in to not only grow your network, but also put more time in to earn your spot in those higher followed accounts in terms of spending more time to produce content every day, spending more time to produce original content, spending more time so you're not just regurgitating the same stuff that everyone else is producing, and put your own spin on it. When I was posting every single day, and even when we're posting every single day on YouTube, it does get very difficult to think of content. I mean, you're luckily in the social media marketing space and in the marketing space in general, if you're producing content around SMMA, you do have a lot of stuff to go off. You do have like all the Facebook ad strategies, you know, Facebook sales funnel strategies, email marketing strategies. And a lot of people that are watching this will be in a social media marketing agency. So if you're worrying about what to post, just post value around your services. If you're working out of a specific niche, if you're going after dental practices, if you're going after landscapers, then produce content that's specifically useful for them. Talk about how to create, you know, ad creatives that convert for a landscaper. Talk about, you know, apply all of the value to your specific niche, because that's going to help you convert them a lot more. If you're watching this video and you're a business owner, you know, just a general business owner, and you want to grow your social media for your restaurant, you want to post social media, you want to boost your social media for your dental practice, then you need to produce content, and whatever that looks like, and that changes for every business. If you're a restaurant owner, or your client's a restaurant and you're trying to grow their social media, then you need to be getting them to produce reels on them making the food. You need to produce reels around the personalities behind the restaurant. You need to focus on the USPs of that business. For example, if you're working with a fast food restaurant, which we do. We have a fast food restaurant in our books that have 6 locations across the US. We signed them a month ago. And our strategy to grow their social media is to bring the employees to the forefront of the social media strategy. People need to understand the personalities behind the people there. They need to understand the amazing food. They need to be shown the amazing food. They need to be shown how it's made. They need to be shown the experience. They need to be shown everything in real format. And the content there physically can't be created through static images on Canva, static images through Illustrator or Photoshop. It needs to be quality images of the food, it needs to be photographs of the place, it needs to be photographs of the staff, it needs to be, you know, user-generated content, it needs to be content created by the employees and the chefs, to grow that social media in the correct way and make it go viral. If you're a dental practice, all of your content needs to be before and afters. All of your content needs to be education about the services. It needs to be like transformations they've done for people, because I know when I got Invisalign done, and this just isn't for the dental practice, this is still suitable for anyone listening. If you work in a business where there's major transformations, like a landscaper, if say you're checking out a landscaper or a dentist, a client or a potential customer is more likely to choose your client if they can go on Instagram and look at a transformation done that is like theirs. For example, if someone's going in for Invisalign and they've got crowded teeth, they want to be able to go onto Instagram and see someone who did have crowded teeth that now doesn't have crowded teeth because of that dentist, over a dentist that has never shown any evidence that they've solved a case of crowded teeth. Or if you're working with a landscaper, if I'm looking to get my driveway done and I want block paving done, I want resin drive around the edge, a resin path with a fence put at the side, if I can go onto Instagram and see someone that's already done a job exactly like that to the standard that I want it like, I'm way more likely and more inclined to go ahead with that driveway specialist, which is why filling out, you know, an Instagram profile for particular businesses is so important with before and afters. And it's almost the only piece of content you need to post. If you're a dentist, if you're a landscaper, if you're a hair transplant surgeon, if you're any business that has major transformations, your whole feed should just be before and afters. It should be before and afters, so people can go on, look up literally a portfolio of your work to spot one that's closest to their specific case, so they can see firsthand you've got experience solving issues similar to theirs. And it's all of these things that have an impact on a business's social media and how viral it goes and how much money they can make from it, rather than all the bollocks that people talk on social media and on YouTube about this special AI software, this special hashtag strategy, this special this, that and the other. none of that means anything unless you've got these fundamentals correct. If you're posting every day, you're posting stuff that can't be replicated, original content, you're putting your spin on it, you're acting like it's a social media platform by actually building a community, replying to comments, replying to DMs, and you're producing content that's suitable for the industry. And what I mean by that is literally what I just said, in the sense that you need to produce content that your industry and your audience for that brand wants to see. For example, potential dental customers want to see before and afters. Potential PT clients or potential PT customers want to see body transformations. Like, you have to match the content to what that industry wants to see and what that industry needs to see in order to become a customer on the back of viewing that content. So hopefully you enjoyed that video, guys. Hopefully it's supplied a different type of value when it comes to the Instagram growth space, because it's so like, this Instagram growth topic has been run through the mill so many times on YouTube. People just saying, this is the new way, this is the new way. But in reality, it's very simple. You just need to stick at it for long enough. Don't give up after 30 days. Give it a good year of posting solid amount of content and you will see growth. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you've not watched our previous video, my previous video was how to get SMMA clients from international countries, even if you're in a developing country like India. So give it a watch, a super interesting video. It even goes into how you actually cold call the US from the UK or the UK from the US. Give it a watch. Please, please, please make sure you subscribe, because we're back posting every single day on YouTube at 6 PM London time, 1 PM EST. We're posting every single one of these videos as audio on Spotify, Apple Music, and all the audio platforms, so you can listen to all of these episodes on the go as well. But yeah, like I say, please make sure you subscribe, because we're putting a lot of effort into posting every single day, and we appreciate it more than you know. But if you have any questions on anything SMMA, put a comment in the description, or message me on Instagram, Harry_SMMA, and I'll pick up your question whenever I can. But I hope you enjoyed that video, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow at 6 PM.